Othello's honest betrayal. A lie regarding an affair spread by a devious ensign in hopes of revenge takes total control over great Othello and his future actions.
What is Othello saying? In this soliloquy, Othello opens up about his feelings on the recent news that his wife Desdemona is having an affair with his lieutenant. Othello begins by describing Iago as a very honest man who knows how humans behave, this description setting up his ultimate downfall. He comes to the conclusion that he must get rid of Desdemona while putting his love for her aside and begins to think about why she would betray him like this. Othello's thoughts on marriage are then discussed, ranting on about how in marriage you think your wife belongs to you only, but then she goes off and wants more with other men. This leads him to say that he would rather be a toad in a dungeon than have to share his wife with other men when they want to use her. Othello concludes by stating that the negative aspect of being a great man is that your wife will betray you and that the great men are destined to be betrayed.
Literary devices are present throughout the soliloquy, such as irony, a hyperbole, and a simile. Firstly, dramatic irony is used in the first line, which is, "This fellow's of exceeding honesty and knows all quantities with the learned spirit of human dealings." It is ironic that Othello is describing Iago as honest, because as the readers, we know he is the exact opposite. The use of dramatic irony in this line is significant to the play as it shows that Othello is still oblivious to the fact that Iago is anything but honest. It is because of Othello's trusting nature towards Iago that leads to Othello's downfall and the tragedy in the play. Secondly, Shakespeare uses a hyperbole to show the substantial effect that the news of Desdemona's affair has on Othello. He says, "I had rather be a toad and live upon the vapor of a dungeon than keep a corner in the thing I love for others' uses." Othello uses the exaggeration of wanting to be a toad in a dungeon rather than have to share his wife, showing that he cares a lot about Desdemona being loyal and faithful to him, and if she is not, he would rather be a frog locked in a horrible place. Lastly, the use of a simile is present in the line stating, "'Tis destiny unshunnable like death." A simile is comparing two things using like or as, and in this case, Shakespeare uses a simile to compare the destiny of being betrayed by one's wife to the destiny of death. This is significant to the play because Othello is essentially saying that being betrayed by one's wife and death are both bound to happen.
Othello's character is developed significantly in this soliloquy. Up until this moment in the play, Othello has been seen as a noble man who is extremely brave and committed to Desdemona. This soliloquy completely contrasts all of those traits, and we are introduced to all the decay and downfall of Othello's personality. One of the most important aspects of this soliloquy that develops his character is when he says, "Happily for I am black, and have not those soft parts of conversation that chamberers have, or for I am declined into the vale of years." This is important because it shows that Othello is focusing on his insecurities and beginning to doubt himself, providing himself reasons why his wife would cheat on him. The shift from brave Othello to self-conscious Othello is revealed and contributes to his personality and behavior for the rest of the play.
A central theme that is most present in this soliloquy is gender and sexuality. This theme is expressed throughout the soliloquy as Othello rants about how marriage is a curse since men are fooled into believing that their wives fully belong to them, but then realize that their wives will just cheat on them with other men to satisfy their needs. He says, "O curse of marriage that we call these delicate creatures ours and not their appetites." This line generalizes all women to be unfaithful and betray their husbands in order to fulfill their sexual needs, relating to the theme of gender and sexuality. This concludes our analysis on an excerpt of one of Othello's many soliloquies.
This is Sheena Rosslis,
And this is Natalie Sarkis.
and you're watching Family Channel.